Media are the primary carriers of culture through newspapers, magazines, movies, advertisements, radio, television, internet, and many others. They also generate numerous and ongoing interactions among cultures. In some cases, these communications are like cultural laboratory experiments. They sometimes result in stunning and startling hybrid creations, and in some cases result in ignitable and explosive mixtures. In this episode of TCM Knows, we will learn more about global media, its evolution, and its impact on cultural globalization. Together with my correspondents, Axel May Rivera, Liza Masinopa, Kathleen Gultiano, and Lauren Joy Rodriguez, this is Saz Nicole Bazar, and we welcome you to another episode of TCM Knows.
Media, the plural frame for medium, is a method for passing on something, especially a channel of correspondence. The plural-shaped media just came into general flow in the 1920s, then later ended up broad communications as individuals were conveying their life through books, radio, and film. Hence, media have become essential to globalization. Media have an important impact on cultural globalization in two mutual interdependent ways. Firstly, the media provide an extensive transnational transmission of cultural products, and secondly, they contribute to the formation of communicative networks and social structures. The rapidly growing supply of media products from an international media culture presents a challenge to existing local and national cultures. Now, let's go back in time to see the evolution of media in the context of globalization.
Oral communication. Speech has been with us for at least 200,000 years. When speech developed into language, Homo sapiens developed a medium that would set them apart from other species, which allows them to cover and conquer the world. Script allowed humans to communicate and share knowledge and ideas over much larger spaces and across much longer time. Writing has its own evolution and developed from cave paintings, petroglyphs, and hieroglyphs. Early writing system began to appear after 3000 before Christ era with symbols carved into clay tablets and to keep an account of trade.
These cuneiform marks later developed into symbols that represented the syllables of languages and eventually led to the creation of alphabets, the scripted letters that represent the smallest sounds of a language. The great civilizations from Egypt and Greece to Rome and China were made possible through script.
Histories of media and globalization acknowledge the consequential role of printing press. With the advent of printing press, first made with movable wooden blocks in China, and then movable metal type by Johannes Gutenberg in Germany, reading material suddenly was made cheaply and easily circulated.
The literacy followed, and the literacy of common people was to revolutionize every aspect of life.
The explosive flows of economic, cultural, and political ideas around the world is connected and changed the people and culture in ways never before possible.
Any equipment or tool used in communication that require electromagnetic energy or electricity. These examples are telegraph, telephone, television, film, and radio.
The vast reach of these electronic media continues to open up new avenues in the economic, political, and processes of globalization.
Digital media are most often electronic media that rely on digital codes. The long hidden combinations of zeros and ones that represent information. Phones and televisions are now considered as digital, while computers are the usual representation of digital media.
Access to information around the globe allows people to adopt and adapt new practices in music, sports, education, religion, fashion, cuisine, the arts, and other realms of culture.
Several media such as press, later radio and television have been very important institutions for the formation of national communities. Global media supports the creation of new communities.
The internet, for example, doesn't only facilitates communication across the globe, but also supports the formation of new social communities in which each member interact with each other.
Satellite TV and radio allow immigrants to be in close contact with their homeland's language and culture while they gradually adapt to a new cultural environment.
Global media systems have been considered a form of cultural imperialism. Cultural imperialism takes place when a country dominates others through its media exports, including advertising messages, films and TV, and radio programming. America's dominance in the entertainment industries made it difficult for other cultures to produce and distribute their own cultural products. Critics of American culture contend that cultural imperialism prevents the development of native cultures and has a negative impact on teenagers.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm chatting with my tita abroad. She's willing to sponsor me a laptop for college.
Wow, that's nice! How about you?
Oh, I'm busy online shopping, finding the perfect gifts for the holiday season.
And you? I'm watching the SEA Games online. I'm so proud of our athletes. The media industry is in many ways perfect for globalization, spreading the global trade without considering the political borders.
Increasingly, technology has also been propelling globalization.
Technology allows for quick communication, fast and coordinated transport, and efficient mass marketing, all of which have allowed globalization, especially the globalized media, to take hold.
There are indeed pros and cons in media and globalization. All we need to do is to control how to use media and not the other way around.
Appreciating other countries' culture is not bad, as long as we still preserve our own local culture and maintain the patriotism to our own country. Responsibility is also needed when using media. This is your TCM Buddy Saz, Liza, Lauren,
Axel,
and Kat, and you've learned something new here in TCM Knows!